Good morning. This is Ajay Anand, and welcome to a new lesson from excelup.com. In this lesson, you will learn about food preservation. You will learn about how does the food get spoiled, and then you will learn about some common methods of food preservation. Let us begin. What is food preservation? Techniques to prolong the shelf life of a food are called food preservation. So what happens when there is presence of food, moisture, oxygen and ambient temperature, then microbes proliferate very fast. And once the population of microbes it becomes too much, the food gets spoiled, and spoiled food is not good for our health. So what are the common methods of food preservation? The number one method is sun drying, that is, drying under the sun. Sun drying helps in removing moisture from food. For example, grains are dried in the sun before being stored. Many vegetables are also sun dried so that they can be used in off season. The next method of food preservation is chemical method. There are some chemicals which prevent the growth of organisms in food, and these chemicals are used in pickles and jams to preserve them. Then salt, acids and oil, they are also used as food preservatives. So fish is often kept with salt so that fish can dehydrate and it can be preserved for a long time. Vinegar, there is an acid, it is used to make pickles. Oil and spices, they are also used to make pickles so that pickles can be stored for a very long time. The next method is preservation by salt. So when a food item is kept in plenty of salt, water from the food comes out, and this happens because of osmosis. So once the water comes out, it results in dehydration of food item. So absence of moisture helps to prevent the growth of microbes. Fish, meat and pickles are preserved by adding salt. Then there is a method of preservation by oil. The layer of oil on top of food prevents oxygen from entering the food. Some microbes, they do not survive in the absence of oxygen, and some microbes cannot survive in acidic environment. So vinegar is an effective food preservative, and that is why pickles are made using vinegar and oil. Another method is heat and cold treatment. Most of the organisms can survive within a particular range of temperature. When the temperature becomes too low or too high, organisms cannot survive. Heating a food item or freezing a food items thus helps in preservation, and that is why we often boil the milk or we keep many food items inside the refrigerator. Pasteurization. This is an example of heat cold treatment. This method was discovered by Louis Pasteur, and that is why it got the name pasteurization. Pasteurization involves heating the milk to 70 degree centigrade for about 15 to 30 seconds and is then quickly cooled down. Pasteurization helps in killing the microbes which may be present in milk. Packing. Some food items are stored in airtight packets so that oxygen does not enter the food packets. For example, potato chips. Some food items are packed in cans along with some preservatives. oily food such as potato chips is packed in airtight packets which are filled with nitrogen gas, because nitrogen is an inert gas, so it helps in preventing rancidity of oily food. That's all for this lesson. Thank you.